A small village by the name of Ravendale, in the middle of nowhere, has been a topic of hot debate since its name was first brought up in the early forms of the internet days. It came as a bit of a question. Its location wasn't showing up on MapQuest and other similar early instruction sites, but appeared on any old map you could find. Many assumed it was just an abandoned ghost town, not marked online since it definitely wasn't connected to any serious roadways. This was quickly dismissed when people who went to investigate the mystery started to disappear. And since the beginning of this myth, people have argued the legitimacy, claiming the missing people were just faking it. Others claimed to be friends of the missing people and posted missing persons reports as proof. There's been speculation both ways, some saying it's a massive prank conducted to scare their friends, but regardless of that, the myth has only continued to grow and spread and evolve through the internet age, from the pages of LiveJournal and 4chan to more modern places like Reddit and Twitter. And this was a favorite urban legend for many, and there were stories upon stories written. And it was an urban legend until about last week. A group of 4 amateur ghost hunters, known as the Spooky Squad, which the internet has nevertheless continued to burn them for, because, let's face it, it's not very creative, claimed to have made it to the supposed location and managed to tweet out a photo of themselves arriving. It had a picture of the 4 crew members in front of the town sign that reads, "Welcome to Ravendale, known for the Sweet Blueberry Festival, population 1354. Fairly visible in the background of the early morning days, a few people. Most of the expressions kind of hard to read since kind of blurry, but there's one person staring directly at them smiling in a very unpleasant way. And the team was supposed to go live later that night on Twitch to show the adventures of them exploring the town at night, but never came online 3 nights ago. But they did come on last night. Last night, the Twitch channel account came online to a pitch-black scream with heavy sobs, the breathing fast and shallow. The chat, for anyone who's ever been on Twitch, is pretty much aware that trolls are pretty common. And we're talking about, the poor production, the cheap trick this was done to boost their popularity. The chat went silent, however, when the team's leader, Rose Hall, came into sight. Anyone who had known the channel for long enough knew what poor actors the crew was, and so the streaked blood, snot and tears and terror on her face were unmistakably real. Her left eye was swollen shut and her hand shook, as you could tell by the shaking camera lens as she held it up to her face. Please, I don't know when I can talk. Nearby. I don't know what they're doing. I know that I heard them say getting ready. I haven't seen the other 3, and I don't know, time's getting really weird here. I don't know. I sent help, and her words were cut off as the door slams open in the back off screen, and she locks eyes with whoever opens the door and screams before the stream goes black. The screenshot of her face when she looked up has made its way around every edge of the internet, including a trending hashtag of #Where's the Spooky Squad? There's speculation of it just being publicity or real, and because some of you are teenagers who spend way too much time on the internet, you definitely saw this and both definitely went, yeah, we should probably look into that. So now you guys have found an old map, probably tucked away in somewhere in Waylon's RV, and are heading to the mysterious town, hoping to figure out what is happening to the 4 amateur ghost hunters and what has been happening in the town for how long. So, because I know you guys have 2 modes of transportation, and Jill, I will cut you to not put F's in the chat.
F's in the chat for those streamers. R.I.P.
I just shared my 4-month resub when that happened. That was kind of inconvenient.
Do you think they offer, like, refunds?
I mean, if they're anything like Dr. Disrespect's channel, yeah, probably.
Hey, Twitch, my streamer just died. Do I get a refund?
No.
This got dark real fast.
I mean, to be fair, it's month of the week. Anyways, so as you guys are coming in, this is how I'm assuming this is going to happen, but correct me if I'm wrong. Most of you are riding in Mariello's station wagon with Waylon driving behind in his huge-ass ugly RV.
It's not ugly, it's in good shape. It might be a bit old, sure, but it's not ugly, okay?
Who's in my car?
Anyone who doesn't want to ride with Waylon.
So, pretty much everyone.
Right with me? Fine, rude.
I will say this, whether or
I'm
not Ollie
definitely
wants
in
it.
the station wagon.
I mean, you're definitely in the stage wagon. I wouldn't let you go in Wayland's car.
I was
There's
gonna say,
no
whether
fucking
Wayland,
way.
whether Ollie wants it or not, I don't think Mama would let him ride in this.
I don't think it's
The RV.
I don't think they
Mama,
get a
I've
choice.
told you, I've already
No!
been in it. It's not that weird.
I don't. No. No. You're. Anyone else can go. I don't care. You're going in the car with me.
Seriously, it doesn't even smell.
Ali.
That's debatable.
Fine.
I think the worst thing about the RV is that Waylon's music taste is utter shit.
Hard
It's
cut
so
to
bad.
Waylon.
I have
Hard
to
cut
agree.
to Waylon singing along to CCR.
It sucks.
But
Well,
as
you
you
think my
guys,
music taste sucks too.
as you guys drive in, having this conversation with Waylon behind you on these really shitty roads, like, as someone who lives in a rural area, let me explain how these roads are. It's like they were paved, but they haven't been fixed since 1946. They are
Oh, boy.
shit roads with holes big enough that if you hit them, you would lose your tire.
You would lose more than just your tire.
Lose the axle.
Perhaps your life.
But as you guys are driving down
Definitely
this
cell
road,
service.
you there's cell service, but not internet.
So we're rocking a solid 3G out here. Love it.
Yeah, that's
love
about
it.
right. You probably do have 3G, so there's gonna be like no video uploading, and maybe Google searches would work.
It's okay, I have connections.
Before we go any further, because it's someone's car, it's somebody's move. Hey, Jace, roll me a premonitions roll. So give me 2d6 plus your weird score.
Interesting.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh
For
no.
reference,
This is
anyone
certainly going to set the tune. for
That's
the
an
rest of the
11
game.
on the die.
Oh, thank God.
Plus
God.
2 is 13.
Holy shit,
much better.
Jace. That is
That's
actually
actually
great.
much better. Holy
That's great for you guys. So, Jace, as you guys are driving in, you begin to fade for a minute, and you hear a very familiar voice go, I think I've seen something like this before. Oh, I don't like this. And your vision fades for a second into a very familiar fashion that you're used to. And it comes up to see what looks to be something underground? Just judging from the structures of the wall. And you can see the woman Rose Hall laying on the ground, handcuffed, as somebody comes in and grabs her and starts pulling her out of the room. In the hallway is another one of the Spook Squad members, and they are being dragged out through the halls and towards something you can hear growling in the distance. And from this point on, you get to take a +1 going forward to prevent this from coming true. And if you guys manage to do that, you get some mark experience. And as you come back out of this, you hear the voice again say, it hasn't happened yet. Maybe there's a chance for all of them?
Oh, no pressure or anything. Yeah, thanks.
I'm just telling you what I've seen.
I know. I thank you. That'll help.
Before we go on, I'm pretty sure since Jill, you didn't pick the other one, the rest of you don't have anything that starts at the beginning of the mystery.
No.
Because
Nope.
Jill was the only other. Nope. 'Cause I think Jill was the only other one that was considering one but didn't.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I think the one you took's better. So, as you guys are finally making what seems to be towards a little better kept roads, you turn a corner and you see the sign that was in the picture that the Spooky Squad posted that distinctly reads, "Welcome to Ravendale, known for its sweet blueberry festival, population 1354. And at this point, we will begin Mystery 1, the Blueberry Festival of Ravendale." And yes, I'm going to be that cheesy.
Hey, Liz. I'm pretty sure it's mole people.
Oh my god. You know, I've thought about this a lot, actually. I have a whole, like, board at my house with, you know, like, the red string. I bought it from, AC Moore. And,
Right.
like, the thumbtacks surprisingly sharp. I have a theory about like so you know like chimneys on houses,
Yeah.
trees are ground chimneys.
You know what?
So much right now.
That's amazing. My friend was telling me about something similar with ground chimneys. Do you think the mole people use those to come out of the ground? Is that why those exist?
Jody just has her head in her hands. What is going on?
So happy.
Is it too early to use? Getting too old for this shit.
Yes, it is. You aren't in the car with them.
My God.
I mean, has anyone ever really like looked inside a tree? Like, I don't think they have.
I fell in a tree once, but there was a lot of stuff in the middle, like a lot of, it looks like, I don't know, some sort of squirrels or chipmunks or something were living in it and putting stuff in it, so I don't know, it might have been clogged.
Oh my god. We should definitely check the trees though. That's a really good point.
I think that should be priority number 1, yeah. That would be a good call.
Sure, kids. Check the trees.
Anyway.
By the way, I fully forgot to mention, Lizard is a dumbass. They're so stupid.
I mean, to be fair, the TikTok conspiracy theorists.
Yeah.
And Ollie trolls them in both real life and online.
Okay, as you guys are coming into town, you can see very clearly on both sides of the street what seems to be some pretty well-kept but very old brick buildings. You know that shade of red brick gets when it's definitely been around for too long, that faded, almost white?
Yep.
That's what almost every single building there is colored as, except for the town hall, which you can see at the very end of the road, which is a pretty recently rebuilt building, a very cliche shade of white. Looks like it's kept meticulously clean. And I'm gonna bring up my shitty map for y'all.
Did we drive it? Mom, did we drive into Mayberry by chance? What the fuck is this?
This is very, very weird. Curious, Jessica. Would I'm trying to figure out if I would have heard anything about this in sort of like what like when I was in college or whatever. I'm trying to figure out if this is like within my realm of like study.
Yeah, because you do have your historian's ability. I'm gonna say roll, but I'm gonna give you a -1 to it.
Okay.
Jess? To get us onto them. Oh.
Is it a specific kind of roll? I don't know.
It is sharp.
Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second.
To get us onto the map, drag the red bookmark onto the map that you want us to go to.
Okie dokie. I don't know how this works.
-1 is a +1 because I have a +1 to it, so it's a 6.
Hey.
You got a
Because
6?
I rolled a 6, but I have a +1, so -1, 6.
Let me look at your sheet again. Alright, so on a 6, it's a miss. So you kind of don't know anything about it. I'm trying to think about it. You don't really notice anything going on around you either, because you're trying to think so hard. So while you're in thought trying to remember this place, everyone else can see the fact that when you drove in along the street lights is a sign that says Blueberry Festival with tomorrow's date through the next 3 days.
Oh my god.
You guys have come into town on the setup day, because as you look down the street on both sides, you see people starting to put up stalls. Looks like mostly townspeople that, have free time are doing this right now. It's still pretty early in the day, so it's mostly like the older people of the town and a couple of the kids since it's middle of summer. You watch as you guys park on the street, with Wayland finding a side street to be able to park in. You guys see a couple people carrying these massive crates of blueberries out of their cars that look, honestly, like some of the best blueberries you've ever seen in your life.
I don't trust those at all.
When I come out of it, I'm gonna be like, wasn't this town abandoned?
Just what do I know going into this as a agent of whatever
Surprisingly, not a
Shield.
lot, because the DOCSA, or the Department of Cryptozoology and Other Supernatural Phenomenon, didn't send you on this mission. Ollie and Lizard convinced you guys to come out on this. So pretty much what you know is that while this was thought to be an abandoned town, you know for a fact it is a real town. However, when you did a little bit of investigating into it, you did discover that despite having a famous blueberry festival, they don't grow blueberries here.
Where do they get the blueberries?
They get them from the mole people. I told you guys.
But they do grow other things around here, just no blueberries. In fact, it's known to have very rich soil. You also know, if you guys notice on the map here that says mine shaft, it did have a very prominent mining community until about the 60s when there was a super bad mine collapse. It's also very unfortunate because that same year, their crops did not do great. They died pretty quickly.
Mine shaft brings back memories.
Yeah.
Reminds Lizard of Minecraft.
I've been in so many mine shafts in Minecraft, but
And as you guys are standing there getting your bearings, meeting up pretty much in the center of the street because there's not a whole lot of traffic, you begin to feel the ground shake under you. Most of you, I assume, are not from places that regularly have earthquakes, but you can tell it's kind of just a light tremor. And as you guys all kind of tense for a second, because sudden earthquake, you look around and you can see everyone's not even fazed by it, just holding the stuff they have and waiting, looking kind of impatient, like how dare this earthquake interrupt us prepping. But it didn't fades quick enough.
Out of curiosity, what state are we in?
I'm gonna say
state of
probably-
shock.
God damn it.
I'm probably gonna say somewhere near the west coast.
Okay, so it's not like
Gotcha.
totally unusual.
Yeah.
Not unusual, but not so close to the fault line that it's very normal.
Gotcha.
Right.
Well,
Have you guys-
wherever they are, that's underground. So
Have you guys seen that super old, ancient movie, about the worms that live underground?
Tremors?
oh, I've seen.
Yeah,
that.
it's
That's
super old.
That's
Yeah.
that's not old.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that helped me.
I think it's pretty old.
Tremors would have come out. Hold on, let me
Isn't that a
reference.
90s movie or
It's
is it
from the
80s?
Yes.
1990s.
It would have
Yeah.
come out 1990, so it would have come out
1990, yeah.
so yeah,
that
it would-
says.
So super
would've-
old. Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm like the crypt keeper.
I mean,
If I
you
was-
are
if
old
I wasn't-
enough to know them. Yeah.
Also, weird question. Are you guys capable of moving the icons on the screen?
Nope.
Damn. I don't know how to
Nope.
assign this to you.
Right click the icon.
right click the icon and then give control, and you'll.
Give me a second. When I right click it, it goes to, let's see here, add turn, edit.
Yes.
Yeah.
It won't let me click edit. All I have is delete, copy, paste, undo, to front to back. Advanced settings, which are group, ungroup is drawing. The horizontal versus vertical, set
There we
dimensions,
go.
and layers.
Everybody, drag your character icon from the
Yeah.
characters list onto the map.
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, as you
Damn
guys
it.
do that. I will do
Oh.
because I did put them there while I was setting stuff, so I didn't know
Yep.
if those ones
Nope.
would work.
The what
I
now?
did the wrong.
What on earth?
That is so big.
What am I doing?
I know I couldn't get them to go small. Don't question it.
I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing right
can't-
now.
Oh, you have to grab it by the name.
You have to grab it by the name. Tremor 6 plays in Nevada. Yeah, it does.
I was
Also,
doing
not a great movie.
so many things.
I've only seen a
Oh,
little bit of
got
it, but I'm a weenie, so I didn't watch it.
I know.
Me.
Does everyone have an icon they can move now?
I do.
Alright, this is
We
It
mainly
isn't an icon, but it's fine.
This is mainly so you guys can keep track of where you are at any given time.
Okay.
There won't be a battle map, and I want you guys to go, wait, where did people go if you split up? So,
Where's the sign for home?
Yeah,
Where's the leave area?
but
Internet cafe, please.
Is anyone looking at us weird?
you kind of glance around. There's a couple people that definitely are looking at you, but trying to make it look like they're not.
They're like
There's-
side-eyeing us.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of people who like aren't even registering that you're there because they're so focused on getting this prep because it starts tomorrow. However, you do notice the eyes of the sheriff of the town boring into you guys.
Oh my god, I can't go
From the
back to
street.
jail.
Always just gonna stare at him back.
I'm literally just gonna walk up to him.
I was gonna walk up to them. So
As you-
I am most likely going to ignore him and start heading towards the library, actually.
Alright?
All right,
can do
Liz, where are we going?
I was looking at the
Ali-
knick-knack store.
Ali,
That's
be
a good place to
careful.
start. The mole people like knickknacks.
Oh my god.
Ali,
We're gonna start.
Ali, be careful.
I will do, Mama.
We're gonna start with the people who are talking to the sheriff, and then we'll move down the list.
Okay. Where's the
So-
sheriff?
The sheriff's standing there. He's kind of a real gruff-looking guy with big long beard, bald head, massive mustache too. Like his beard is impressive.
Oh,
The
hell
mustache more so. He's sitting there. He's standing there with his arms crossed. Morning, ladies. How can I welcome y'all to my fine town?
Well, good morning. We heard about the Blueberry Festival. World famous, huh?
Supposedly.
Must have been a pretty good blueberry harvest this year with how much people are prepping.
People usually prep like this. But we did have a good first harvest of our other produce.
Not of the blueberries?
We don't grow the blueberries here. It's just a
Oh.
town favorite.
I guess they come in from out of town then, huh?
We have a couple people that have partnerships with other farms.
I was wondering. I noticed that you guys, this is a lovely town. It's
Thank you.
beautiful. Has anyone else been by here? There's these friends of ours that we've been looking for, and I was wondering if maybe you've seen them because we haven't heard from them in a couple days.
We get people through here occasionally. No one ever really stays for long. Most end up leaving before sun's even up. There's a state park about a day away. Usually stop here before they go camping.
Oh, where do people usually go camping?
In the state park. They just stay at the motel here. Don't like driving overnight. Can't say I blame them.
She's gonna point in the direction of the B&B, and she's gonna be like, then no one stays there?
Occasionally. No one there right now, though.
Maybe I should go. I mean, we might be here a couple days. I think we want to see the festival, so maybe we'll stick around, maybe get to know this lovely little town.
Well, if you want to stay at the B&B, you're gonna have to talk to the mayor. He's the one that owns it.
Interesting.
Can I help you ladies with anything else?
I think I'm good. Just going to check out the lovely little town.
You be careful.
I always am, but is there something I should be watching out for?
There's not usually crime around here, but if someone else comes into town, there's usually at least one or two crazies.
Yeah, well, don't worry. I got 2 guns right here, and she flexes.
He's just gonna give
Oh
her
my god, Mahela just rolls
want you
her
to
eyes
know.
at you so hard.
it is just a
Like,
dead
oh my-
look. And he goes, yeah, and I've got actual
Dios
guns. They work a
mío.
lot better.
Ay, Dios mío.
She didn't want to tell him she's armed. For real?
She's just like, finger, like her, the thumb and forefinger on the bridge of her nose, just like, and she starts walking off towards the towards the B&B. She's like,
Wait, don't leave without me.
Adios, adios, adios.
Mariana!
Michelle, if you're trying to get a room, you need to go to the town hall, actually. Cause
Yep.
Okay, that's where I'm going then.
Is.
That's where I'm going then. I would know that. She's just walking straight ahead to the town, to the town hall.
Jody jogs to catch up there.
Adios, mío.
As you two leave, you can feel the sheriff's stare just bore into the back of your head.
Mm-hmm.
And until you get into the steps of the town hall, you do not feel those eyes leave you.
I don't trust that man at all.
I mean, rule number 1 of a mission, you don't trust anyone, so yeah.
Sometimes you gotta trust people.
Rule number 1 of the streets. Fuck the
Well,
police.
I mean, you trust your team, obviously, but you don't know who in a new town is going to betray you or help you. So, you know, experience. Also, fuck police.
Hey, real quick, someone flip a coin for me.
Oh,
Oh, I don't have an actual coin here.
I have an arcade token.
That
That works.
Just know which one's heads, which one's tails.
No cash value is heads.
Okay.
I don't know where it went. Okay, someone else should do it. It's gone.
I have a coin that I can.
2.
Everything went wrong so fast.
Jesus.
Usually
We're
heads,
professionals,
right?
guys.
Alright, so we're gonna go with Waylon then.
Yeah.
Waylon, you walk into the library, and it's a pretty decent little one-story library. You walk in, and it's very much nicely air-conditioned, which is great, because it is humid outside.
God.
And you kind of just step in, and you probably breathe for a moment, and you close your eyes to take that deep inhale in, and the second you open your eyes back up, there's someone in front of you. They have a bright purple mohawk with pale skin, and dress a little bit like how you would imagine Ollie would dress if they were a little bit more color. Hi!
Hello there.
You're new.
Yes, I am. I was actually looking to do a little bit of research into the town. I'm doing a little bit of a project for myself.
Well, I'll be happy to help. I'm the librarian, Sam Wood.
Waylon, nice to meet you.
Good to meet you. And Sam holds out their hand.
Waylon will certainly shake their hand. Her hand?
Their.
Their hand. My mistake.
You're good. Well, if you're looking for local history, that's the section over there. I can help you find whatever specific thing you're looking for.
Nothing specific right now. Really, a general history of the town would be good enough. Maybe a bit of information on the whole mining situation.
Ooh, I actually have a perfect book for that one. And they're gonna run over and they're gonna pick up a book and they're gonna go, I think you'll like this one a lot. And they're gonna hand you that one and they're gonna let you look through the rest of the library on your own. But the book they hand you is a concise history of Ravendale, specifically about the economic process. Which,
Okay.
riveting read. But
Yeah, it sounds it.
But if you open the book to the index, you can see there's a clearly marked section. Mining operations.
Okay. So my Haven does have the lore library option, so I take +1 forward to investigate a mystery for hitting the books.
Yep.
So long as any historical or reference works are appropriate. So, should I roll to see if I find anything particularly interesting? I will of course look through this book because I have it in front of me. But still, I'll let you keep
I want you to roll investigate a mystery.
All right. Investigate a mystery. That's sharp, right?
Then check.
Okay. 6, 2, +2. That is 8 +1, 9.
Nice. You can ask one question. There's this list you can ask them from, but also in the newer editions, you can ask one generalized question, or you can ask one of the ones on the list.
What's the list again, just for the sake of
You can ask
viewers?
what happened here, what sort of creature is it, what can it do, what can it hurt, where did it go, what was it going to do, and what is being concealed here. It does need to be relevant to what you're looking at. So
Yeah, I'd imagine one of those is going to be at least somewhat obvious, namely the what happened here. So I'm going to go with what is being concealed.
okay. As you start to quickly peruse this book and a couple of the others you find that there's a whole lot of information about the history's rich history, but more importantly, the further back you go, the more you realize that this town used to have a very prominent cult.
Oh,
As
boy.
As you're reading through it, you notice that this town, back in the early days, had a steady flow of people, especially in the early days of frontier when people were still moving through the country.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't uncommon for a handful of peddlers every year to go missing, usually tied to the occult that were in the town. Now, most of the books you can find say that the occult has died in the recent 50, 100 years, but it doesn't really ever say what happened to the cult, how it evolved, and what caused it to dissolve.
Is there any real information on, say, what kind of worship it was for, or just that it was a odd branch of some religious sort?
Usually the cult was a ritual to get good harvests. It was just generally... That
You
was
kind of
what...
broke up.
Huh? Oh.
You broke up a little bit there. You said
It's-
it's just kind of generally, and then you stopped.
It's kind of generally for harvests, so they want good growing seasons, good earth, things that they can take from the soil, things like that.
So paganistic, some kind of a harvest god or what have you.
Something of the sort.
All right.
It never mentions what it was they worshipped, just that they did spices to get good earth.
All right. Now, in the book that they gave me, shit. Looking through the mining information, what was it that they were mining, and out of curiosity, what exactly happened to the mine shaft to cause that event?
I'm scrolling back up. 'Cause that's my notes.
You finally understand.
So, the mine was open from the early 1900s, and the collapse happened in 1967. It is actually very familiar to you, as it was a coal mine.
Oh, yep, it is.
West Virginia.
Mountain Mama.
Unfortunately, as you are reading about this coal disaster that happened, it is extremely familiar, as 16 miners died in the collapse, along with dozens more. The mine has not been touched since because of superstitious townspeople not wanting to risk any more of the people, and you notice the town started to depend more heavily on agriculture as a result.
Interesting. And the mine shaft, it was just a collapse. I'm guessing some kind of a mistake.
They're not really sure. It was
Very
definitely a collapse, but they don't know what caused it. No,
Gotcha.
when they investigated, they couldn't find anything.
Gotcha. Yeah, and I'm gonna break character for a second. I'm guessing that my what is being concealed here won't roll forward onto that at all.
What do you? No, because what you got
That's
for
fine.
that was the town history.
That's fine. Don't worry. Okay. That's very interesting. So, Sam, you some kind of just a librarian, or you doing your own sorts of history research and stuff like that?
Well, I'm actually a third-generation librarian here. It's a bit of a family legacy. I love the town. I love learning as much as I can. Nothing's better than keeping these old books.
I can respect that. Y'all ever lost any books? You know, stuff like that. Odd, nice little bits of information that just someone walked away with on accident?
Yeah,
Stuff
a
like
couple.
that.
Nothing in my tenure, but I've only been the librarian here for about 4 years. But some have disappeared. I don't know if we ever kept a record of, though. I'll have to check.
It's not
and-
present. More
Oh,
curious
okay.
out of
Yeah, just probably a few books here and there.
All right. Well, I mean, unless you manage to got any more information about the more peculiar pieces of your history, you know, the whole culty stuff. I think that might do me for now.
When you say culty stuff, you see Sam smile and go, "Oh, do you mean about all them people that go missing here?"
Yes, indeed. Well, you mean went missing, right?
No. People have been going missing in this town for decades. Ever since the beginning.
Really?
Hold on. And you're gonna see them kind of skirt behind the table, and they're gonna look around and make sure there's no one still in there. And they're gonna pull out a binder and go, I keep track of this stuff. Don't tell anyone though. And they're gonna set it on the table, and they'll flip open the first page. And the first page you see is a picture of the Spooky Squatch Twitter post. These are the most recent ones, but there's people that have gone missing constantly, and they're gonna flip through, and you see over the years pictures of people in the town, news articles, anything that's could relate to anyone who could have come into the town, as missing persons reports on a couple of them. I know some of them probably didn't go missing, some of them probably did just leave, but every time it happens, it's just, a little suspicious. My parents always told me away from it, but I don't know, I got older and it still kept being weird.
What, no federal investigators or anything like that showed up to find out what was happening?
No, the sheriff always declines getting help. He always says they must leave in the early morning. He would know better, I suppose, considering he's the one up that early. I prefer to sleep until 10 a.m. if I can help it.
Interesting. Well...
the bar always does really well, though, when there's people in town.
The bar?
Yeah, there's the Main Street Moonshine. She might be able to help you more. Because,
I do appreciate your help.
One of the only places to get food and a drink around here, to be honest.
Small towns are like that. You learn to live with it, or move, either way. But I do appreciate your help. Although I will say, it may be wise to not show anybody else that binder of yours, if you understand.
They close the book and look at you and go, "Do you think I ever show anyone from the town this book? I don't want to be called a lunatic."
I figured. Just saying.
And they quickly
I do
stuff it
appreciate
back.
your assistance, Sam.
Have a nice
Thank
day.
You as
If you're
well.
checking out any of the books, you need a card.
Don't worry, I'm not going to be checking any out of any books right now. If I am, I'll be going through the correct sources.
Okay.
Have a nice day.
You too.
And
they're gonna wave
Waylon
at
will walk out of the library. Most likely heading towards the main street, but I'll kind of put myself out here when probably these two leave.
Alright. Switching over to the fucking teenagers.
Yo, did you see the womb broom on that guy? Holy crap.
What the fuck?
I hate this town.
I know. Who wears a mustache like that?
If I could grow one, maybe. But it just didn't work for him.
I want you guys to know, as you go to the knick-knack store, you look above it to see the sign on the front of it. It's called Knock Knock Knick and Knacks.
I'm just kidding, I love this town!
Oh my. Okay. All right.
Oh my gosh, I love stuff.
And when you walk in, stuff is what you find. This place is filled to the brim. It's like if someone took a Dollar General and an antique store and shoved it together.
I want to live there. That's me. That's not Lizard. That's
And
my
as-
reality.
As you guys walk in, you see a man come up from behind the counter, pulling up his dreads in a tight ponytail. Very dark, tall man. And he just gives you this bright smile and says, "Hey, welcome to Knock Nick and Knacks." And he goes, "God, I hate that name."
Oh my
Yeah.
god. This
Hi.
is. Oh, hi. Oh, sorry. Hi.
Hi. You guys can go ahead and look around. There's a sale on fireworks.
Is that? Are we? Can we buy Wait.
Yeah, yes, we can buy fireworks. Yes, we are definitely old enough to buy fireworks. Let's go look at the fireworks now.
Okay.
As you
yes.
say that, Stone gives you, the shopkeep gives you kind of a raised eyebrow and watches you guys wander down the aisles. I'm gonna ask, do you guys want to look for anything here? Because if you don't think of anything specific, you can just make a quick 2d6 roll, and I'll say if you find what you find. But like I said, this is a Dollar General mixed with an antique store.
Yeah.
You'll find some shit. Maybe nothing too.
So, Ollie wants to look for marbles,
Okay.
and
I'll definitely find that in the toy aisle, like one of those little cheap bags of them. It's got like a $1 price tag on it.
yeah. Ollie also wants to look to see, oh gosh, if there are any like flashlight or like a headlamp or something like that, think like one of those like toy like miner's hats almost, but with like an actual flashlight.
I want you to roll me 2d6 because I want to see what quality of one you're gonna find. Because you'll be able to find one, but
It's a wind-up.
Okay.
Oh,
So
no.
for that, I got a 6 total.
6 total. You find kind of like a kid's toy version of one.
Yeah.
Its flashlight is there, but it's not super bright.
Ollie's gonna hand that to Liz.
Also, real quick, before I forget, Michelle, you failed a roll at the beginning, right?
Yes.
You got a 6. Mark experience.
Oh, that's right.
That
Chase
you're not
mark
marking.
experience.
No, not for this one. Because
Really?
she rolled an actual. This was just a random because I didn't know what level to give them.
Yeah.
If it's a move, you mark experience. That was just
Okay.
me making
Yeah.
a roll because
All
I
right.
couldn't.
So Ollie's gonna, as he's passing back by Lizard, gonna hand her the helmet. Probably gonna need this, by the way.
For the mole people. Yeah,
Yes.
you're right.
Also, by the way, I hear that mole people like to keep dogs. So,
Oh.
if you can think of anything good for distracting a dog, you might want to pick it up.
Are you guys whispering this?
Yeah, Ollie's like whispering into her.
I want you to know, as you're whispering this, you hear the lady over your shoulder go, "Why are you doing this to them?"
Ollie back in his head. Because if I don't phrase it like this, she's gonna start yelling and screaming about it probably, and I don't want to blow her cover just yet. Also, this is really fun.
You know, if you're going into the dark, you have no issues if I'm here.
I don't, but not everyone has a good friend to make sure that they don't get stuck somewhere that they're not supposed to.
Well enough. Why didn't the shopkeep bow to you as you came in? I still don't like that you guys got rid of that custom.
Look, whatever time period they're in, I'm not sure that they actually got rid of that custom. He probably just forgot.
Alright. And back into present day, Lizard, you were holding a kid's headlamp.
Yes. Lizard also has some things they're gonna look for. A backpack. It's like
Find
a big,
one pretty easily.
big backpack. As many sparklers as she can carry. Like the boxes of sparklers. You
You're
know what
gonna
I
buy
mean?
the whole stock of sparklers I have left because a lot of them have already been bought. I'm gonna say you probably got like 4 boxes.
Okay, and also like some Roman candles for funsies. And then Lizard collects like old photographs. So like you like the creepy ones, you know, where like in the picture for some reason it looks like somebody's eyes are glowing or whatever, but that was just like Victorian photographs.
Mhm.
So Lizard's just on the lookout for old pictures.
I'm gonna make you do the same thing I just made Jace do. So roll me 2d6 and let's see what you find.
Hot dice. That is okay. Hold on, a 5 and a 6. That's an 11. Is that plus anything?
No, God, you find literally as you're going through this like old, you're on like what looks to be the antique side of the store, and you kind of yank a box because, well, you don't really care about it as long as you pick it up.
Yeah.
And as you yank it out, it's a collection of old photos, not just from this town, but neighboring towns as well.
Nice.
The picture on the very top seems to be someone's wedding picture.
Oh, how sweet. That's going in the backpack. And dog toys.
You obviously find dog toys.
Okay, Lizard has a backpack full of sparklers, Roman candles, old pictures, and dog toys.
Okay,
Everything we need.
As you guys
Yes.
go to the counter to check out.
Ollie's looking for 2 more things.
Okay, what
Ollie
are they
needs some
looking
M80s.
Fuck.
Jace, the fuck
What?
is M80?
It's really...
It's a really powerful firework.
Yep.
You could blow a hand off with
okay,
They're
let me put it-
essentially mortar shells.
Can you buy them in a normal grocery store?
Depending on the
backwoods
grocery store in the
maybe.
state. Yeah. I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Flip a coin to see if this one would have it. Heads
I'll-
yes, tails no.
I'll put it this way, Jess. How Republican do you think this place is? If the answer is very,
That
the
was
answer
heads,
is the answer's
actually.
probably an M80
Here
somewhere.
I have it. You find
Okay,
you
there we
find
go.
a couple of them then. Jace.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go.
So I got those. I'm probably gonna pocket a lighter on the way out.
Pocket is in steal or pocket is buy?
I mean, probably steal.
If Lizard sees, not happening. No crime.
I mean, to
that's
be fair,
right. She gets
Jill,
really weird when I do that.
to be fair, Jill, if you ask, you would know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's true. I would know. Can't fucking lie to the lizard, baby.
Blizzard has an ability that's one of the Flake's abilities. That means they know every time you're lying.
I'm a human lie
I would-
detector,
I
baby.
didn't know it was
I
an
would-
ability until today.
I would know that, and knowing how excited Lizard is, I probably wouldn't steal it.
You could probably trick
Yeah.
Blizzard into paying for it.
You would not have to trick Lizard.
No,
Lizard.
I would go, yeah, like, oh, hey, Lizard, don't forget to get a couple of lighters too.
Oh my god, you're so right. I'm so down. Okay, Lizard's gonna get like 6 lighters. Just in case.
This is an important question for you, Joe. Are
Yeah.
they standard, like, normal Bic lighters, or are they fancy ones with patterns on them?
Oh, they're so cute. They've got like, there's like little pink ones. One of them has flames on them. She specifically got that one because, like, you know, Ollie probably doesn't want a pink one. Yeah.
I'll take a pink one. Pink one's cute.
Is there anything else you were looking for, Jace?
As Ollie's going around, especially since there's like an antiques area, Ollie's looking for anything that looks... Ollie is looking for anything that might have been taken off of somebody who had been recently kidnapped.
What?
I'm gonna say as you glance through, you don't see anything here that fits that
What?
style.
Okay. So they're not like kidnapping people and reselling their shit in the knick-knack store. Okay, good.
At least not in the knick-knack store.
Got it. At least not in the knick-knack store. Cool. We gotta visit every store in this damn shop. Okay.
No, that's not how this works.
Okay. No, the Ollie will get like 3 bags of marbles since they're
Okay.
like really cheap.
And for reference, this is, like I said, a dollar store, so if you're looking for food, you'd have to go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
I realized I said it's a dollar store mixed with an antique shop, and I remembered you can buy food at both dollar stores.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys have found everything. You're setting it all down on the counter. And this poor dude, he's probably somewhere in his, like, early 20s, just watching all this stuff you guys put down. And you can see on his name badge it says Robert. And he goes, "You out of town and sometimes buy the weirdest stuff."
Okay, but like, to be fair, how am I not gonna buy fireworks? Like, they're so cheap. You know how much content I can get out of these?
I don't question buying the fireworks. I rather like them myself.
Do you
Oh, is
guys
it-
shoot off fireworks for your Blueberry Festival?
Not usually till the last day, but everyone buys these little ones to put off on their own time.
Okay.
You know, it's the summer. Everyone likes fireworks.
What's the part that like weirded you out? Was it the pictures or the dog toys?
Honestly, it's just all of it together. I'm used
Okay.
to people buying, you know, old antique stuff, dog toys, things like that are normal, but the fireworks, dog toys, and the antique pictures, it's a bit weird. Oh, and the marbles.
Well, the marbles are for my little sister. Because she likes marbles, and I get them, you know, every time we go somewhere. She's really sick, but we're also... Our dog ran away recently. It heard another dog barking around here and started chasing after it. Have you guys heard of, like, weird dogs, like, running around here or anything?
don't. None that I can think of. I mean, people have dogs, but no good dogs.
Oh,
Normal
okay.
mutts. Some people got cats. But most people, if you're a family, well, nearly family types usually, have a dog.
Okay. It ran into this weird cave and it hasn't come out yet. So I think we're gonna try looping back around to go check it out.
The man cave that's in this town?
Yeah, it was pretty close to here. I got a little turned around last night. It was dark.
If you go into those mines, you definitely got turned around. Ever since the collapse, I swear the walls in there change as you walk through it.
Have you been down there?
Not since I was in high school.
And that had to be like forever ago, right?
He's gonna look at you and go, how old do you think I am, Sunshine?
Liz is just gonna smile.
He's gonna nod at you and go, mm-hmm. And you look back at Ollie and go, probably about 4 years ago. To be honest, I went in the middle of the night a little drunk, so it's probably not that it changed, just that I was a little tipsy.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And you've never seen like mole people?
Mole
Subtlety?
people?
Subtlety? Don't know her.
Mole people? That's a new one.
You know, just in case.
No, nah, not in this town.
They are good at hiding.
Ollie's gonna whisper in his head, "This is why I went with mole people."
The lady's just gonna go, I feel so bad for that person some days.
Oh, they're
But-
having the time of their life.
It's their own gullibility. Alright, and Stone's gonna go, can I get anything else for you two lovely people?
Do you sell Red Bull?
Ooh.
We do have a machine outside the store you can buy a cup from.
Do you have any of the Coke in the glass bottles?
Like the Mexican Coke?
Yeah.
I think the grocery store does, but we don't.
Okay. Thank you.
And it's gonna check you guys out, making sure to ID Lizard, because you are buying fireworks.
Yep.
Some really strong fireworks.
Lizard's looking at the ones that Ollie picked up like,
And as Stone looks at your ID, he looks at you and goes, Lizard?
yeah.
Darth Vader.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna have to ask, do you have anything else that can prove that this is your real name?
Do you want me to call my mom? I can like, I don't... Do you want to see my social security card?
Cover the number and show me the name.
Okay. Lizard's gonna do that.
Let's go. I'll be damned. Your parents hippies or something? And hand you back the license.
My mom
Oh,
really
yeah.
likes lizards, and my mom really likes Star Wars, so it was a match made in not heaven and not hell, but like a place in between.
Purgatory.
Bless you.
Jesus Christ.
Stone's just gonna finish ringing you guys up and wave you out as you go.
I love Lizard.
Also, just for people who don't know what an M80 looks like, it literally looks like a miniature stick of dynamite.
Oh, I looked it up. It does. I think I've seen them before because,
In cartoons.
No, I'll tell the story after stream's over. It's a little
Oh
bit.
no.
Also, because you live in West Virginia. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be honest here.
That's exactly why. But as you guys come out, you can see Waylon is on the street, kind of standing there. I'm assuming he's looking around while he's waiting.
Probably by this point, yeah. It's more so like he knew they kind of went to the next door, so he's just like, all right, I'm gonna bump into them and have a chat with them once they come out.
Yeah. So you guys come out of the store and Waylon's standing there, noticing you.
From a significant distance away, Lizard's gonna go, "Hey, old man, Ollie bought a bomb."
The townspeople are gonna kind of look at you, look how you look, and go,
Actually, I bought 3, but they're not that strong. Not unless you tape them together and light them off. Yeah, we're making sure we're prepared.
Well, that's good to hear. I will, of course, tell you to be careful with those. I'd rather not lose my hand.
Then
Also,
don't hold
yours will result in your mom killing me. So, find anything interesting?
Dog toys.
Marbles.
All right. Aside from that,
Liz got some. There was this one, the yellow one that squeaks really loud.
Yeah, and Liz is gonna start like digging through the backpack that they put all the stuff in. Pulls out a dog toy and squeaks it a bunch.
all right. Well, I'll have you keep that one in mind. I did have a nice chat with librarian. Managed to get a little bit of insight on the town itself. If you want, we can have a chat about that later. But right now, I think I may pop by the Main Street Moonshine, have a chat with the bartender.
Real quick, I know it's a bar, but it is a restaurant, so the minors can go in.
The restaurant, I apologize.
No, I told you it was a bar, but I do need to specify this is not a place you two will be locked out of.
Yeah.
It's Mystery 2 has stuff you will be locked out of because of your ages, but not this
Funny to assume that Ollie didn't bring their fake ID.
one. Funny to assume you hid it from your mom.
Yeah, good luck with that, buddy.
Never
I had
fooled.
more than one for that reason.
I just
Mom
loved
was
hearing
in my
Michelle
head.
click
It's really
on.
awkward.
Ollie cut out a hollow into his shoe heel, and that's where he's hidden the fake ID.
They keep it hidden somewhere.
Oh, it's. Here's the best part about trip pants. There are so many pockets, and you just don't know that they're pockets. And there are pockets that
This
you
is
think
true.
are pockets, but they're not pockets.
This is
So
true.
yeah,
Trip pants are something else,
the
man.
amount of times the player Jace has lost phones in trip pants would astound you. Anyway,
That's goth fashion, right?
yeah.
Because
Yeah.
unfortunately, Connor, the player, never actually went through a goth phase, so I don't know what you're talking about. But I'm going to assume it's those really weird pants with a bunch of pockets.
Big leg pant.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Also, I've got a rum and coke, and I'm very happy now.
So, if you want, I'm going to be popping by to the restaurant, and I'm going to be doing a bit of asking around there. If you're going to come in, I'll ask you to please keep the quarter sticks of dynamite and dog toys out of plain sight.
What's wrong? What's wrong with the? Do the dog toys blow up too? Why can't I have those?
I said out of plain sight. I didn't say not have them.
If you shake it wrong, it might, but I don't think that those are approved by PETA.
I want you to know,
Nope, that's not true at all.
as they say that, you can see a thing on it that says approved by PETA.
But it says right here.
Oh, hey, I guess I was wrong.
It's okay. Everyone's wrong sometimes. Or in my case, often. Anyway, I'm gonna go hang out with Ollie's mom.
Alrighty. I'm going to be heading over to the restaurant.
Liz, I'll catch up. I want to check out the restaurant real quick, just in case.
Okay, I'll take the backpack full of very useful non-explosives. And make sure that it's safe.
Yeah, that's a good call. Can I have 2 of the lighters, though?
2?
Yeah, sure. Pick some out. Liz
What
pulls
do you
out
mean
the
2?
bag of lighters.
I'm going to grab the pink one and one of the ones with a skull on it.
Good
Cool.
contrast.
I don't
agree.
expect anything to happen, but can you do yourself a favor?
Yeah.
Keep those separate from the fireworks.
What fireworks?
Alright.
Exactly.
Well, I can't say that I'd never made those kind of mistakes as a kid, so good luck.
Thanks. I am following
Alrighty.
you, though, so good luck to you, too.
If you don't mind, I'm going to go ahead to the restaurant. And he's going to go over to Main Street Moonshine.
And Ollie follows.
Ollie's going to follow and kind of fake, half salute Lizard as they're walking away.
Lizard finger guns.
That's every character you play, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
Ollie is
Lizard,
immediately going to take out a Swiss Army knife, and they're pulling off the that metal guard that's on all the Bic lighters. They're immediately going to start pulling
Fucking
that
hell.
off.
So you're making it have a super big flame.
Yup.
I know exactly what he's doing too.
Immediately, Ollie's taking off all the safeties.
The best part is, I don't think Waylon realizes Ollie has a gun yet.
What? I'm sorry.
Ollie has
what?
a gun?
He's got a gun?
This has been mentioned before.
There's an insanely. I mean, Ollie is wearing an insanely baggy hoodie as well right now.
Yeah.
Ollie's got a lot, dude.
I think every character has a gun. I think every single
Ollie
one.
has.
I have two.
Ollie has a really small
situations like-
backpack too.
I can't wait for the interaction when that happens because, like, it's gonna be funny, but still,
I mean,
I'll hold off.
Allie has a gun. She's taught him. She's taught them like gun safety.
Yeah, between Jody and Dad,
Yeah.
got a couple lessons.
Dear old dad.
Alright. Lizard, you're gonna be about a minute or two behind the other two, so I'm gonna start with them and I'll tell you when you come in.
Okay.
Alright. Jody and Mariella, as you walk into the town hall, it's kind of an oddly busy little place considering how small the town is. But for the most part, you can kind of see people going back and forth, looking like they're probably pretty busy trying to prep for this Blueberry Festival. Kind of like a college student that waited until 11 o'clock to start a 5-page essay that's due at midnight.
Is everyone? How are people dressed?
People in
Like,
the town
is there
hall
any sort?
are dressed
like,
pretty.
Go ahead.
They dress pretty nice. You got a couple people that look like they're probably high school kids working summer jobs. They don't dress nearly as nice. Definitely pairs of like cargo shorts, but most people are dressed appropriately for summer, like business casual.
Does it seem like, my question is more, does it seem like it's out of time? Like, is it modern clothing?
Pretty modern looks. A couple of them even look like they've recently seen like nice fashion.
Okay. I'm assuming there's like a front desk.
There is, and as you walk up, the person who's sitting there. Let's go back down to my list of characters. The person sitting there, the name, little sign on front of it that says Grant Richard, Mayor's Assistant. And he looks up at you. You can kind of tell just by looking at him. He's what?
His name is Grant Dick.
Grand Dick.
Connor, I used a random name generator. Don't come for me. But yes, all these names are random name generators, so I didn't come up with any of them.
Valid.
He's kind of a shorter man. Definitely some kind of Latin blood. Shaved face. Kind of a short, shaved head, but still got a little bit of stubbled hair. Thick fucking arms. Like, someone working a desk job's arms should not be that thick. And he's gonna look up at you and go, "Can I help you?"
Gonna walk up. And I mean, I'm assuming I'm a little bit ahead of Jody because I was just like,
Well, Jody's also letting you take the lead here.
Okay. Gonna walk up to this guy and just, hello. My name is Mariela, and I'm interested in. I heard that the mayor owns the Airbnb, or the B&B, not the Airbnb. I'm sorry, I'm so used to saying Airbnb.
Just the B&B. No.
There's no internet. They're not on Airbnb.
There's no air.
We're here for a few days. Just, you know, we heard about this festival, and we were just kind of hoping that we could, you know, we want to see what's going on with this, and so we need somewhere to stay.
David's busy. Here's the form. Fill it out to pay up front how many days you're staying. As you say that, you can actually see behind him in the mayor's office, and there is someone sitting at the desk, but you can't really see him well because the door is open, but it's kind of cracked, so you can only see really half of him.
Excuse me, is there a bathroom in here?
Down the hall to the left.
Okay. Jody's gonna try and get a better look in the door. As she goes.
You can.
If I see what she's trying to do, I'm going to keep distracting this guy. Like, I can kind of like, nah. I'm just gonna
Do what moms do best and just talk.
Yeah.
Just talk to the
I want to talk to your manager.
No, hey, she's not that kind. She's just gonna. Hi, David. David. David.
David
Grant.
is
Grant.
Matt. I'm Grant.
You're Grant. You know, I noticed if of all the people in the town, would I say that he kind of sticks out as sort of as like a Latin, as someone who's Latin, of like some sort of Latin descent?
Yeah, I said he looks like he's definitely some type of Spanish.
But like he
Just,
sticks
like,
out
the-
in general. Like I'm saying compared to the rest
You
of the
haven't
town.
seen many people who are Latin, but one or two others besides him.
She sort of looks down at his name tag. Richard? That doesn't seem like. I don't know. I guess suppose I thought you know. I don't know. Oh wow, why am I failing at this?
I don't know.
I'm usually so much better at this. I'm used to Rudy. I'm not used to this.
You picked a persuasive character, motherfucker.
No, this town. It seems so nice and
It is nice. I work very hard to make sure David and I keep it nice.
what is it that you do?
I'm David's oldest friend and assistant. And my
How
job
old
is
I just wondering how old this guy looks.
probably about mid-30s.
Okay, it's like my age.
He's not super old. Definitely looks like he's probably only been in the job a couple years.
So you've only been the mayor. He's only been the mayor a couple. How long has he been the mayor?
He won the mayor first time about 4 years ago. And he's been working very busy ever since.
I hear about this festival, right? And we all decide to come here for this festival. I'm just the driver. I don't really know what's going. It looks lovely, but I don't know what's so special about this festival. I don't.
Real quick, as you finish that sentence, a lizard walks in. And Grant is going to look at Lizard, and grimace.
Like I turn around. Oh, hello, Liz.
Hi, Miss Gonzalez. I bought a bunch of fireworks, and Ollie bought some bombs. I don't know if I was supposed
Excuse me?
Oh boy.
I mean, Ollie,
Excuse
I bought. Do you want a lighter?
I want you to know
Oh my God,
this
he-
interaction happening definitely does what Mariella was just trying to do. And
Yeah.
as you are heading towards the bathroom, Jody, you do get a look into the office. And the person you see in that office is very pretty. Like, very soft features, kind of short, well-kept black hair, very thin brown glasses on his face, and a very nice, probably tailored suit. Kind of just working away at a computer with a small frown on his face as he looks down at a paper on his desk and looks back up. And because he can hear a commotion outside the door, he looks up and sees you and gives a little wave. And then he gets up and walks to the door and goes, "Grant, you didn't tell me there were people in town?" "No, because they just got to my desk, David." "Hi, I'm sorry. I'm Mayor David Glass." And he's gonna reach out a hand to Jody if you're still walking that way. He's gonna reach out. He's gonna reach it out to you as you pass.
She stops and shakes his hand. Jody Chu.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm so glad to see more people into this town. I've been trying for years to get a proper tourism put into this town every year, but haven't had much luck yet because of the roads, you know. Still working on it though. Me and the sheriff have been in a deadlock about it for a few years now.
With the way those roads are, it almost seems like some of this town doesn't even want, tourism.
I'm sure some people don't, but I rather think it would be great for the town.
Well, if the blueberries are as good as the festival promises, I'm sure it'll do great.
The festivals are pride and joy, actually. And he kind of looks down at the ground a little shyly. He's like, I've been working really hard at it this year. And you hear Claire go, you should still be working on it, Mayor. Oh, hush, I can take a moment to take a break.
Jess, I hate you for creating this character.
Which one?
The mayor.
Why?
You know why.
Because you're tight.
Aggressively so.
What's funny is it wasn't intentional. And he kind of looks back at the others and he kind of looks at Liz and goes, well, you're very interesting.
People say that to me so much. Yeah. Do you guys know that No, I'm gonna stop talking about the bomb. It doesn't get good reactions when I mention it.
Kind of bomb.
I don't know.
You have the backpack.
I know.
Just making sure you remember. He just kind of tilts his head and goes, okay, as long as you don't detonate it here, I don't really care.
Oh, no. I'm not the one detonating it. I like having all 10 fingers.
He's gonna kind of look at you, Mariella, who has before me. He goes, oh, are you staying with me?
Yeah, we were interested. There's a group of us here who are, we were doing a little tour, and we heard about. They told me about the festival. I'm just the driver as the mom, So, yes.
I'm so glad to have more people in this town. I'm so glad to see you guys are coming in for the festival. I've been trying to get the tourism done, but every time I put an ad out, something happens, and no one seems to ever come in. Kind of disheartening, to be honest, but I'm gonna keep trying.
Well, we heard there were visitors rather recently. I don't know if you've met them.
And he's go, yeah, they were staying at the B&B you were staying at now, but left in the middle of the night. Kind of sad. They complimented my meals a lot. And you're gonna hear Claire go, you should be working. He goes, but I want to keep talking to them just for a moment.
Oh, Mr. Richard, everyone deserves a break sometime. You can't overwork yourself.
No, you really can't. And Grant would let me work myself into the grave. I would not. Yes, you would. Anyway.
Can I would like to roll. I would like to use my empath on Grant.
On Grant?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, go ahead and roll your plus weird.
Yeah, which is nothing, but it's okay.
That's alright.
I rolled a 10!
Oh shit! You get a very clear impression of the current emotions and current emotional state and intention state 1 when acting on this knowledge. As you kind of, sit there for a minute, kind of staring at him, trying to feel out what you can see of the other two looking at Mariella, or are you looking at the man still? Just out of curiosity.
I'm mostly looking at the mayor and Grant Richard. Yeah, as they're talking, just kind of looking between them.
Lizard?
Probably in the general direction.
Okay, then out of the corner of your eye, because you are looking in the direction of this, you do see the edge of Mariella's tattoo on her chest that you had not noticed before. And as you get a read on his emotions, you notice that Grant really has no ill intentions towards you guys. He just really wants the mayor to have a good festival. It is his closest friend. It is his oldest friend. And he wants him to be successful more than anything else. And you can feel him rushing you guys because you guys are interrupting his work.
Okay. She sort of looks at the paper, looks at the mayor, looks at the other two, and she's like, we should leave them. They're I'm sure the mayor is very busy. I also need to go check on my son. Apparently, he has a bomb. Not happy about that. I'm gonna go. Liz, you should come with me. Jody, we should go. We're gonna fill this out. And do we bring this back to you, or?
I'm helping at the house tonight. You can just bring it in with you.
Fantastic. That's fantastic. It's been a pleasure meeting you. Can we talk Are you going to be? Do you live there at the bread and breakfast?
Yes, it's a rather large family estate.
So we can talk to you then.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I won't be making dinner tonight. I'll probably bring it in from the moonshine, but you're more than welcome.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'm very much looking forward to it.
And
we can talk to the mayor.
Clear his throat again.
We can talk to the mayor at the bread and breakfast. You two. We should go.
Well, I look forward to seeing you guys tonight.
So do I. Very much so. And I'm gonna like not grab, but I'm gonna like tug at Liz and like sort of tug at Jody a little bit. Like I'm like not gentler, but I'm like more careful, I guess, with Jody because Jody.
I can put your hands, yeah.
Exactly.
Jody can fight back.
I have 4 guns. Only 2 of them should bullets.
We should go. We can talk to the mayor later. It will be better.
If you insist.
She whispers the second part, like,
You don't have to, like, we can just go, it's okay.
okay.
I'm glad we left. That was really boring.
And you guys step back out, and by this point, it is turning from the morning that you arrived in to the afternoon. And that's when we go back over to the other two, coming into the afternoon. You step into this Main Street moonshine, and right away you can tell it was definitely always supposed to be a bar, because it's an immediate bar atmosphere as you walk in. But it's very much, like, it seems like it's tried recently to be a little bit more restaurant-y, because, like, you can see, like, as you walk in alongside, like, a couple of quote-unquote Kins menus and, like, play sheets. It's a very nice place, a lot of dark wood finishes on stuff, an massive collection of alcohols and mixes behind the counter. And there's no one really in here right now, early morning or early afternoon. People aren't really going to eat out, especially with so many people running back and forth trying to get stuff ready. But there is the bartender, and she's standing behind the counter, cleaning off the counter and looking like she's organizing stuff for the night. And she looks up as you guys come in and goes, "Well, hello.
Hello there.
Hey.
This is the place where I'd be able to grab a bite to eat.
You certainly can." And she's going to set
Alright.
menus down in front of you. And Ollie.
Thank you very much.
And it's like it's definitely a bar menu that's only had like a couple family quote-unquote meals added.
Yeah, it's like nothing fancy. It's probably like a burger, fries, steak.
Burger,
Chicken
fries,
tenders.
chicken tenders,
Mozzarella sticks.
mozzarella sticks, mac and cheese, things like that. But there's also
Well-
pickled eggs because it used to be on. That's for some reason really common at some bars.
No. Waylon will almost immediately go, "I'll have a burger and fries. Bacon if you can do it. If not, then don't worry about it."
And you, young man?
Could I have some mozzarella sticks?
I can certainly get those started. I'll
And
be
could
right
I
back
have
with
a really big Coke?
you. Sure. And she's
Okay.
gonna pull out a Mexican Coke actually and set it on the counter in front of you.
Can I have 2 more?
Sure. And she
Thanks.
sets them down on the table, and you hear the lady in the back of your head go, "Oh, sweet, glorious elixir of the gods."
Ollie's gonna pull a metal straw out of his pocket and start sipping from it.
And she's gonna walk to the back and start your guys' meal. But it's you two alone in this bar for the moment.
Hey,
What do you
old
want?
man.
Yeah. Yes.
They're underground. At least 2 of them are handcuffed. They're being dragged somewhere, and I heard barking, so there's some sort of dog.
Remember, this is something that's going to happen, not has happened yet.
Ollie's phrasing it the way they're phrasing it.
Okay, just making sure
So,
you...
so what? This is something that the voice in your head told you?
Yep.
Alright.
I'm guessing
I
mine
do
shaft,
appreciate it.
but that's about all I got. We weren't able to get anything, and it's not like they're reselling. None of the missing stuff's got into the knick-knack store, so I don't know.
I will point out, of course, we are speaking in a hushed tone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you guys are also definitely alone at the bar, so the only person who could overhear you is the bartender, but like I said, she's gone into the back.
She's
so,
behind the bar. She's cooking.
Yeah, so hush tones definitely work.
Yeah. Well, librarian apparently has been paying attention to this stuff, too. We're not the only folks who've been noting the missing people. What are they? The internet people. They're not the last. Well, not the first. Probably won't be the last either.
Shit.
Apparently there used to be a cult around here.
Oh, so that's why I'm here. Okay, that makes sense now.
Well, I've got enough experience, so it shouldn't be too bad. Hopefully.
Yeah, let's hope.
She's gonna come back out while you guys are talking and go, I'm so sorry, I forgot to ask. Do you want something to drink with your burger?
I'll probably just go with the water for the time being.
Okay. And she's gonna quickly get you your water, and as this happens, you actually do bother both of you to get a look at her. She is definitely a bombshell blonde. Young,
No.
pretty, bright red lipstick on, kind of that stereotyped bartender that you can tell definitely dresses the way she does, only at the bar, to get better tips.
Out of curiosity, did she have the lipstick on when I first showed up?
Not that bright of red, it looks like she recently reapplied.
Thank you.
Look, man, she's just trying to get money, leave her alone.
Sure.
Ollie's gonna look around, like,
And she's
Does-
gonna disappear back. So.
yeah. Is there anything that's particularly out of place? Like, in terms of where the tables are, or where everything's hung?
Honestly, the whole place kind of looks out of place, and as you glance around, you can actually see a placard on the wall that's like one of those historical placards. And if you read it real quick, this used to be the old sheriff's office back in the day. So everything in this bar was recently put in, which is why everything kind of looks new compared to most of the other parts of town, and also why everything kind of looks a little out of place. Especially the bar. Kind of looking up the ceiling from above the bar, you can see where there used to be jail cells.
Okay.
Do you look anywhere in particular besides just in general?
You
I'll put it this
mentioned
way,
where the
if you want to keep looking, I'm going to ask you to roll.
yeah, Ollie's gonna kind of keep looking around, and he's gonna get out. They're gonna get out a couple marbles, just for an idea. What am I rolling?
This is also investigate a mystery. A lot of these early ones are always going to be investigate a mystery, just a heads up to all of you.
Almost
Okay.
certainly.
It's 10 on the dice. Do I add anything to that?
It is a sharp roll.
Sharp.
+1, 11.
So you get to ask
Success.
2 questions of the following, or you can ask one specific question or 2 in general questions. So the questions that are listed here, but again, what I said a moment ago. What happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can it hurt? Where did it go? What is it going to do, and what is being concealed here? You can ask those, or you can ask a very specific question of your own, or 2 in general questions of your own.
What is being concealed here?
As you kind of just roll a couple of the marbles around the floor, you roll one accidentally behind the counter. And it's rolling, dips, rolls back up, and hits on the other side. And when it hits that little dip it hits, you can distinctly hear a hollow sound. And then it goes back up to normal floor again.
Basement.
Yep. I guess. What was?
And I should be
I guess-
specific, what thing you hit definitely looks like it pulls up.
Got it. Then I guess for my second question, where did it go? I kind of in relation to looking up to see if this is where what looks like it used to be an office, or was this inside one of the jail cells?
As you you glance through the door to make sure she's not paying attention, and Sabrina's very much working away at the stove, or the bartender, I should say, not her name. You kind of sneak over and you look behind the bar, and 3 things immediately stand out to you as you do. 1, this was definitely probably right, this is where the jail cells and probably the sheriff's desk met, just judging from where it's at. 2, because you did roll so well, when you go to touch the, like, opening... Hold on one second. There's a cat on the counter I need to go yell at.
They like to do that.
Oh!
We hope you are enjoying your Monster of the Week one-shot. Give us a follow at Dice Functional on Twitch if you like our content and want to see more.
I wouldn't have walked away to do that if it hadn't been a baking sheet that had leftover food crumbs on it.
Naughty kitty.
But
There.
you kind of walk over and you pick up the edge of the trapdoor and you look down, and it's not stairs like you expect. It's a ladder straight down. And there's lights along the side you can kind of see. And at the bottom, you can kind of see an edge of a door. And you can hear whimpering human cries.
Ollie is going to, like, very quietly close it, immediately, like, lock eyes with Waylon and point directly downward and get on the other side of the bar, like, immediately.
Yeah, like the minute you lock eyes with him, he like makes a gesture motion like, get over here.
Yep.
As you are moving over, though, you can see under the bar, like, all the stuff she keeps, all of that. But you can also see 2 wallets that are definitely men's wallets. And a bottle of pain pills. Which, by the way, you only get to know that because you rolled so fucking well, I'm mad at it. But you do see all of that under the bar, and she, maybe not even a minute after you do that, comes back out around. And goes, oh yeah, sorry for the wait, boys. And sets it down in front of you.
Not a problem.
Yeah, no worries.
Ollie, have
We're
you taken a
not
drink of your Coke yet?
Ollie is already after what just fucking went down. Ollie's halfway through their second one.
Okay, then I'm gonna tell you, as you do that and the lady sees that bottle, she goes, it's okay, I didn't taste anything weird. She hasn't done anything yet.
Good, good, good.
I mean, Waylon's gonna eat because
It's a damn good burger, honestly.
he's sure. Waylon's also not picky, but he realizes the potential danger in this situation, so he's just gonna eat.
Yeah. Burger tastes fine. The fries are pretty crisp.
Good.
There is bacon on the burger.
Good. Excellent.
So are you boys in town for the Blueberry Festival?
That's the current plan.
Yeah.
Rolled in with a couple of other friends.
Oh, that's wonderful. Always
Really?
love to see people in.
Oh, it's always nice to be able to pop into a small town. Everyone's got their own little bits of interesting history and stuff like that. You know?
Yeah, I can actually account for this. I bought this bar from, one of the sheriffs. I don't know which one. The current one, not him. It's one of the ones that used to be the sheriff. Current one went to move into the town hall after all. And I got
Fellow
ownership
dad?
of it. It was an estate sale, so I assume.
That's a damn shame.
It is a beautiful little bar. He converted it before I did, and then I came in and kind of redid the whole place.
Well, you did a damn decent job, if I can say so myself.
Well, thank you. And she's kind of gonna flip her hair back.
I figured. Fuck. Oh, no.
I'm guessing the place definitely still has like the old building look to it. Like it looks.
Oh yeah, she
Like
didn't
the-
refurbish it enough to make it like rebuilt. It's definitely the bones of an old building.
Gotcha. Well, odds are you'll probably have to do some kind of a standing job to the floor at some point.
I know.
I mean, there's not much you can do about it. Old wood, it does that.
Yeah, but then I'm gonna have to close for a couple of weeks while I do the process.
You're gonna much rather do that than have dry rot. Telling you right now.
I could probably convince someone to do it for me. How's the burger?
Pretty decent. Really?
Glad.
What was that?
Glad.
No, that was Connor. What did you just say?
Glad I was taking a drink.
Ah, good.
Oh no! Hey, that's a compliment.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
But yeah, damn good burger. Pretty good price. Really, just looking to pop in and get something to eat while I got a little energy back in me. But still, I think me and the kid are gonna fix up some plans on what to do next, and then find out when the festival is, I suppose.
Starts tomorrow.
Alrighty, I'll keep that in mind.
I heard that there were supposed to be fireworks on the last day. Where's the best place to watch the fireworks from?
Honestly, almost everywhere in town's the best, but there's a little hill that a lot of people like to sit on that's honestly one of the best places that's just out behind Town Hall.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll have to go check that out.
Actually, I think that might be a good idea. What, you say, like around time the fireworks we pop out there? Relax a bit? Something like that?
Yep, that's on the last day of the festival, so you won't see much there right now.
No, I mean later on, you know.
Yeah, you'll see people relaxing and you can sit down yourselves. There's always enough space.
Alright.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much.
You boys have a wonderful day. Hope you come in
You as
again
well.
soon. And she's gonna very pointedly look at whatever you paid her and see if you gave her a nice tip.
Yes, Waylon would have given a pretty decent tip. Like if the burger was like, oh gosh, well, let's say it was your typical overpriced bar burger,
Yeah.
like $13. He probably would have just given a 20 and just left it because it doesn't matter.
She smiles and tucks it into her pocket.
I'll tip 20% and also take the bottles.
Alright, and she'll smile at you two and wave as you guys walk out.
Thanks.
All right, and as Waylon and Ollie leave Main Street Moonshine,
There are two
Waylon's gonna
wallets.
as they're
There are
walking out the
two
door, Waylon's gonna
wallets.
look down at Ollie and say, "What are you planning on doing with those bottles?"
Listen, at this point, I just don't want her to have them. There are literally two wallets under the fucking bar, dude. They're under there now.
Well, if you need to make an improvised explosive, you could take one of those M80s and stuff it in the bottle.
It's kind of what I was thinking. I could throw a couple marbles in there, too.
Don't use them for that. Marbles are good for tripping people.
I'll take anything shrapnel right now.
Fair point.
And Ollie's trying to, like, bend up the pieces of the guards from, like, from the lighters, and he's...
You're
they've
like
got a
bending
couple
them
of
up
the
and,
bottle
until
caps.
like they start to fall to pieces, and then you can like put them in the bottle.
Oh, yeah, no, that's what Ollie's do. Ollie's stuffing metal shards in
Christ,
one of
we're
these
literally
bottles
making a
right now.
shrapnel
Out of
Christ,
curiosity,
we're making a shrapnel bomb.
Yeah, basically, he's
Yeah.
basically making a nail bomb.
Yeah, Ollie's making an improvised...
I'm not mad at it. 'Cause
Yeah.
That's fine.
out of curiosity, would we have exited the town hall by now?
You guys are definitely outside before
Yeah.
them. Because they were eating.
Because like
They had a whole
I-
meal.
Even if
Yeah.
Waylon ate quickly, you guys definitely got out of town hall before. They got
Yeah,
Except
Oops.
with the
I would
investigation.
be
I got you in trouble.
beelining towards Ollie, like
Run.
straight up.
Run.
Blizzard is waving her arms, going, "Get out of here! I spilled the beans!"
If I were you, I'd get out of here now. Run.
No.
I've messed with enough.
Yep.
Alright.
And as this is happening, you can hear the lady in the back of your head go, I can hide that for you for the moment, but it's going to
Please
take a little
do.
bit of effort.
Please do.
So, in other words, what I'm telling you is, if you choose to use magic, you can hide the bottle temporarily.
Yep, using it.
Alright, roll your spell. Roll, use magic, which is a weird roll.
Alright. Which is plus weird, right?
Yep.
Oh, it's not good.
fuck.
That's a 3 plus 2, that's a 5.
Damn it!
You fail.
Oh no!
Which, really with use magic, not a whole lot usually happens, just because, especially for something that's minor. But I will say, you can feel her hand go to grab the bottle, and the bottle shatters in your hand. And you feel the glass shards
Yep.
I'm so sorry.
They would also roll experience, right? They would
You
also
get
like
mark
mark
experience for that one
Yeah, mark experience.
because that is a spell. And she's gonna. I'm sorry. I felt the potential of the bomb, and I just put a little bit of my own force into it. It was an accident. I'm sorry.
At least we know it works. No, it's fine. I'm still focused on the wallets. I'm kind of freaking out. It's okay.
Well, I told you it wasn't drugged.
Yep, I know, and I appreciate that.
Mama,
Excuse me.
Pass.
Mama Davis, you just saw that blow up in your. Mama Gonzalez, because you did take your maiden name back. You just saw a glass bottle blow up in your son's hand. Or your child's.
She stops a second.
And it's not like
As
a
that
bomb blow up, by the way. It's just like a giant
Shatter.
shatter.
Yeah. I just like stops for a second, then continues on. And as she gets close, she's like, Alejandro Miguel Davis, what do you think you're doing?
Mama, not now. Please.
Liz tells me you have a bomb.
I definitely don't have a bomb. Definitely don't have a working bomb right now. Definitely not.
Jody is like taking out bandages and like wrapping the cuts on.
Can we do
Alex.
this not in the middle of Main Street, please? Thanks, guys.
Nope, right now.
Sorry,
okay,
I'm clumsy. Yeah, I tripped. That was really awkward.
If you're doing
Guys, the barkeep literally has people
Go
under
to the
their...
RV now. Shut up and go to the fucking RV.
All right. Okay.
for you guys, I'm just gonna put a little dot where the IV is, so that way you know.
Yeah. If Waylon is saying that, and yeah, we're all like,
Where that purple
Yeah.
little square is placed in.
During all that commotion, Lizard took out a sparkler and lit it.
Oh God.
I was just standing there with a sparkler.
Jody like gently grabs Lizard's free hand and like tugs her along. Like, because she's like, we're sparkling. It's like, we're gonna leave her behind on accident. Let's get this kid.
we
going.
want. As we're going to the RV, she's just like, we'll talk about this later.
Fine. We can talk about it later, Mom. Fine.
And then we're all gonna go into the RV.
Just for a quick reference, so that way we get a description. What's the RV like when you actually walk into it?
Oh God.
It's actually in pretty decent shape. The living area is very much what you'd expect to see in an RV. There's a small like a small screen TV that you'd expect to see in one of those spots that is mounted to the wall.
Like the shitty
that
little
way it doesn't
DVD
fall
drive
over.
built in ones.
What was that?
Like ones with the shitty DVD drive built into it.
No, not built into it. Like Waylon has enough money that he'd be able to, if not buy one that has one that you can just like hook up to it. Like he's probably had enough money to have someone do it for him. Just because those ones suck, and you know they do.
Oh yeah, that's why I asked.
The upholstery is fairly well kept, but there is a certain spot where the actual table, the spot that is supposed to be like the table couch area, instead of folding out into like a table couch, it folds out into a table that has a bunch of compartments for with various screws and bolts and other stuff in there for a workshop. And inside of his room area, there is actually a small collection of books, all held in this very compact storage area. That way, he doesn't have to worry too much about room. And what's the other one I'm forgetting about? Oh, right, the infirmary. That's something you probably wouldn't immediately see, but just for reference, in the bathroom, there is an entire closet that is full of various emergency medical supplies. He has basically like the trauma kit that a cop would have in the back of their vehicle, which he did just steal from a cop's truck, and a couple of blood bags that are refrigerated.
You guys are now in the RV. You guys got like, I'm gonna say 5 minutes to talk before I'm gonna end the session. So.
As this is happening, Mariella is like literally, she pulls out a first aid kit out of her bag and is just like bandaging up Ali's hand.
My favorite thing is that like 3 separate people all have first aid kits and they're all the adults.
I mean,
I took like a combat mech, like.
I'm not weird.
Mine is because
That's
I have a
just so-
kid who has a tendency to get hurt. So,
Just a team.
you know, I have a kid who has a tendency to get hurt. I'm going to be carrying a first aid kit.
Right,
It just makes sense.
Yeah,
You're a mom.
So yeah.
So people? She has people? You wanna go over that, kid?
Okay.
Yep.
So Waylon and I went to the restaurant, even though it says it's a bar. It's actually a restaurant.
It's
And there
a
was whatever. It used to be a jail. There was this blonde lady. She was behind the bar. Coke wasn't poisoned, which was good. But I was looking around because I thought it was a little weird, and there was a trap door that was behind the bar. So I looked down it, and it is a trap door. There's a ladder that just goes down. I saw a door, and I heard a human actually crying. And then as I was coming back around, there are 2 men's wallets hidden under the bar right by where the trap door is, and a bottle of pain pills.
Well, it seems like you found our first lead.
I'm willing to bet, actually, there's a little bit more, but I'm also willing to bet money that if I had showed up there a little bit later, say around happy hour, I probably would have gotten a couple of those sleeping pills stuffed into my drink.
Yeah.
But over at the library, turns out Sam there, she's been doing a little bit of research as well. They're not the first ones to disappear. On top of that, there used to be a cult in this area. So, my money's on the cult still being very much active, and these creepy crew, or whatever they're called, are the next in line, or what have you.
And it's gonna happen soon.
I would definitely like to check out that trap door, maybe after bar closes.
Boss
get
took
down
a long time to close.
I know.
Just pointing it out.
I
don't
mean,
know
we'd
if
have
we
to
have-
wait tonight anyway so that people don't watch us break into a place.
Also true.
Whatever is gonna go down, it's gonna go down underground. I know at least a couple of them are going to be chained up or are already chained up. And it sounds like there's some sort of big dog involved. 'Cause I
Are
heard
they
growling.
feeding it to the dog?
I don't know. But if it's a cult, there could be some sort of cult that... Liz, do you know of any sort of cults that worship dogs?
Hold on, I'm reading through my skills. Hold on.
Good. You could probably use net friends to try to figure shit out.
That's the one I'm looking at.
Then I'm gonna say,
Hold on.
go ahead and roll plus charm if you want to use it.
Okay, is it
2d6.
2d6? Oh boy! Oh no! That's a 3 on the dice. And
Two.
yeah,
Fuck.
and you said it's with my charm modifier. That's gonna be a 2.
Fuck. That's bad.
First of all, mark experience.
Yup.
Okay, where do
At least you get that. That's something at least.
And while you are trying desperately, because the internet connection is here, like, super bad, to, like, ask questions, you only get half of a message typed out and accidentally insult somebody you were really hoping would help you.
I want to burn my bridges.
And you, the person ends up blocking you immediately after.
Fuck. Would I have read about anything like a cult? Would I have studied or run across it in like my a cult that?
I'm gonna
Sorry.
let you guys have one more chance to decide if you want to do Jody or Marla's thing.
Can I haven't rolled anything yet.
Yeah, it's true. Jody has
Yeah,
rolled
go ahead,
nothing.
go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
I
Go
want
ahead.
to use my government connections. I'm gonna like take out my phone and send a text message to someone from my department and be like, underground dog cult, blueberries, town name, what you got?
You roll 2d6 now. And yours is
I didn't list what it's plus.
I'm gonna say then, because what lizards is like is also plus charm, yours will also be plus charm.
In that case, it's plus 0, but I rolled a 10. So I get as much as they know from the department.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Awesome.
As you send all of that, you get a message back from, I'm gonna go with the random name like Kevin. Kevin answers you and goes, I don't know
Kevin wife, and I'm like, oh no.
He's gonna send
Does my
back.
+1 help with that at all?
Does your
With my
plus one-
premonition? Since we were talking about the premonition,
Doesn't
we're
make
trying
a
to
difference
prevent
because it would
it.
only make it a 11.
It's
Oh,
just
okay.
a success.
Yeah,
It doesn't
I
I'm
just
indicate
gonna
anything.
say probably it would also depend on some stuff. If she had rolled bad enough, I would have given her the +1.
Okay.
Just because I want to.
Yeah.
And Kevin answers you back and goes, I don't know anything about dogs and blueberries, but there's been tons of underground cults in that area. Because it's so close to the Dust Bowl, people got really superstitious and wanted to keep the soil well. There's a variety of various stories about what people sacrificed it to. Some of the old pagan gods, some of the old Catholic saints even. What was really common in that area though was a couple of weird creatures. They don't even look Native American, which is usually they steal it from. Honestly, they're kind of like moles.
Oh no! Fuck!
Jody sees this and
This goddamn-
looks at Liz.
Wizard goddamn called it!
But it's not like a person, it's just like a giant mole. That's the
Oh,
best I can
God,
give you
you.
on that though.
Jody looks at the two kids and just goes, well, kids, you may be half right.
Wait, what? People! Wait. See? I told you it was mole people!
And that is where we are ending the session.
Yeah. I
I want that hard cut.
There's only one thing that Wayland would love to do, because I may forget about this otherwise.
Yeah.
Ali has what, 2 more empty bottles?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna use my workshop. And I'm gonna make some IEDs.
That's fine. Put it in your gear list so I don't forget.
My what?
Okay.
You have
Gear
a
list.
list of gears. Like your gear.
Ollie would have also swiped the bottle caps,
Oh,
so
dude.
Ollie will add the bottle cap. Hand over the bottle caps too.
Okay.
So we got some shrapnel.
God. Going
All
hard.
right, is that it? We good?
That's it.
I
for the-
think we're going to be ending the session here.
Mhm.
Thank you everyone for showing up in chat tonight. This was Jess's first hosted game.
Woohoo!
She did great.
Did a pretty good job.
Woohoo! Woohoo! Give us a follow to see more of us. Give us a follow on Twitter @decimalshield_at the end.